This is behind the scenes. Alicia and I are getting ready to film our hometown, Manor, Texas, for the second time for the complete guide
to Manor.
The population of our hometown, Manor, Texas, just grew 225% in a single decade.
It's 15 miles from downtown Austin, and new construction here starts in the high 200s.
The city just approved an 84-acre town center, and the H-E-B that everyone said would never come to Manor opened its doors 8 months ago.
For years, everyone said the exact same thing.
Don't buy in Manor. It's east of I-35.
But here's what nobody tells you.
The buyers who ignored that advice are now sitting on some of the most affordable equity in the entire Austin metro.
In this video, we're breaking down Manor's explosive growth, the new master plan communities, the commercial development changing the city, and the real growing pains you need to know before you buy.
And stick around because we're going to cover some incredible new construction neighborhoods, and they're going to be priced all the way from affordable to semi-luxury.
Follow us and we'll show you the Wilson way.
All right, we're right here in front of Manor Crossing.
We're right off at 290.
Yeah, we're very close to Austin. We're only 15 miles away, and this is the new construction boom out here in Manor that we're witnessing.
All the stores behind us are newly opened with a bunch more on the way. This video, we're going to show you and tell you all about Manor Crossing.
And we're also going to go over some of the other commercial development that's been going on here. We're going to take you to some new construction communities.
We're going to show you the new developments that are in progress and just planned in Manor.
And we're just going to show you all of the new things that have happened since last August when we first filmed the Manor tour for you, and you are not going to believe your eyes.
And where we're standing right now, when we first moved here about 3.5 years ago, was dirt. All this is brand new. It's going to help Manor grow into a fantastic community, and it's the closest suburb we cover to downtown Austin.
So stay with us and check out our complete guide to Manor, Texas.
We specialize in new construction homes in Georgetown, Round Rock, Pflugerville, Hutto, and our hometown, Manor, Texas.
If a move to the Austin suburbs is in your future, whether it's in 10 days or 10 months, we're here to help. We find the right community and negotiate the best deal for you.
If you want to talk about your specific goals, call, text, or email us, or just scan the QR code on screen to set up a call.
We bring you these community tours because we like you. We want you to be the first to know what it's really like to live here before you drop hundreds of thousands of dollars on a brand new home.
Most buyers assume that they have to drive 45 minutes north to find a new construction community that actually fits their budget.
Manor sits just 15 miles from downtown Austin, making it
The closest Northeast Austin suburb
to the city core.
That proximity is a massive advantage, but here's where it gets really interesting for buyers looking at the long game.
It's positioned perfectly between the Tesla Gigafactory on one side and the new Samsung chip plant in Taylor on the other.
Our mayor, Dr. Chris Harvey, actually has a name for it. He calls this region the Golden Triangle of Opportunity. Ah, that's awesome.
And when the mayor of the city uses that phrase, it tells you he knows exactly what kind of economic leverage he has.
That dual economic anchor is driving an unprecedented population surge that is completely rewriting the map of Northeast Austin.
Manor grew 6.5% year over year in the latest census data.
And the mayor confirmed 14,000 units are currently in the planning pipeline.
That projects another 22,000 residents arriving by 2030, which is a staggering amount of growth for a city this size.
Which means buying here isn't just about getting a house, it's about positioning yourself ahead of a huge economic wave.
When you buy into a city with this kind of momentum, you're securing a foothold in an area that will look entirely different in 5 years.
And for buyers who want to maximize their equity, that's exactly the kind of environment you want to target.
Before we get into all that new development, we need to give you the bigger picture because Manor isn't just growing, it's growing on purpose.
In 2023, the city of Manor adopted a comprehensive plan, officially called Destination Manor 2050.
And the vision statement says it all. Manor is to become a diverse, sustainable community and regional leader with exceptional service, a high quality of life, and a safe environment for citizens and businesses to thrive. What do you think?
That's amazing. I'm excited.
We love Manor. It's very exciting.
The plan covers transportation infrastructure, land use, parks, economic development, and community branding. All the things that separate a city with a real future from one that just builds houses.
The new Manor Town Center was specifically designed to accommodate a population of up to 100,000 people, while Manor's current population is only around 34,000.
That tells you everything you need to know about the scale of growth the city is planning for over the next few decades.
And here's a fact that will stop you in your tracks. Manor is a 153-year-old city, and it's only now building its very first city-owned library and recreational center. The plan also calls for restoring historic downtown Manor, expanding the trail network, and creating a true economic identity for the city.
And on the healthcare front,
St. David's has already opened a full-service emergency center
right here in Manor, complete with beds and the ability to handle serious cases on site.
And Manor is getting its own micro-hospital. TXM is a 24,000 square foot facility currently under construction right on US 290, offering 24/7 emergency care, surgical specialties, inpatient rooms, and even medical detox services.
When it opens, it will be the only physician-owned micro-hospital with surgical capabilities in all of Central Texas, and possibly the entire state. This city isn't stumbling into growth, it's actively building toward becoming a true destination.
And that's another story we got to check out later.
All right, we are approaching Palmer Lane off of Highway 290.
We're turning into Manor Point, which is directly adjacent to the new Quick Trip and Brake and Tire.
Now, when we first showed you this commercial area, it only had Essential Dental located in it. Now they've opened up Pro Care Injury Specialist. It looks like 290 Liquor is going to be opening soon. And then right next door is the urgent care. It's the Texas Med Clinic Urgent Care. So this seems to be a little bit of a medical district that's going on here. And then behind the area, we've got the extra space storage.
Now, a lot of buyers don't realize that Manor actually has two distinct commercial futures happening at the exact same time.
The first is the brand new 84-acre Manor Town Center development that we'll talk about in a moment. That's the future being built from scratch near Manor Crossing.
But the second is something that's been here all along: historic downtown Manor. Centered around the intersections of Parsons and Lexington Streets.
Right now, downtown Manor is underutilized, and the 2050 plan is very honest about that. It calls out the weak mix of businesses, the outdated infrastructure, and the lack of walkability.
The plan also identifies it as a massive opportunity, and the city is actively working to change that narrative completely.
The 2050 plan designates 4 specific catalyst sites for downtown: the Parsons and Lexington intersection itself, the Manor Art Park, a future Great Lawn along the railroad tracks, and the existing City Hall.
The vision for Parsons Street is a walkable, active corridor with outdoor dining, local businesses, events, and that kind of historic charm that makes a downtown worth visiting on a Saturday afternoon.
Think of it like what Georgetown did with its historic square, or what Fleurville is doing with its downtown corridor right now. Manor is at the very beginning of that exact same story.
For buyers, that means you have a rare chance to get into a city before its downtown becomes a premium destination.
The mural we're going to show you in a few minutes is actually a perfect symbol of exactly that momentum and the city's commitment to the arts.
It's the kind of long-term planning that turns a regular suburb into a place where people actually want to spend their weekends.
And that's the exact kind of cultural shift that drives property values up over time.
So the biggest complaint about Manor has always been the lack of retail and restaurants and grocery stores.
For years, residents had to drive all the way to Austin or Pflugerville to get groceries or grab a decent dinner.
But that narrative is officially outdated, and we're going to show you exactly why that's no longer the case.
We're going to drive through Manor Crossing, and the transformation that you're going to see is real.
We're heading 290 East. We just got into Manor, and we are about to take a left into the newly made and continuously evolving Manor Crossing.
That's right. When we did our first Manor tour, the HEB hadn't even opened yet, and the infrastructure for the shopping centers was just being built. Now there are a ton of new places opened. HEB opened in October of 2025, and of course we had Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Seven Brew, Waffle House, all of those things opened very quickly after.
The Home Depot.
Yep, and now the interior stores are starting to open up, like Planet Fitness, Nothing Bundt Cakes,
Five Below, Twin Liquors, Rack Room Stores.
Mountain Mike's Pizza, Tomlinson's.
A dog? Yeah, what is Tomlinson's, Alicia?
Yes, Tomlinson's is a natural, they sell natural dog foods and all kinds of natural products for pets. And we just got new food that was that's been locally made here in the Austin area. And our dogs are loving it. It's so great. Very few ingredients.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ultra Beauty? Ulta Beauty. And many more. Let's check it out.
We just turned into Manor Crossing. We're turning in the first entrance and we're passing Discount Tire on our right side or the north side. What's on your south side, Matt?
A UFCU Bank. We've got Dental Care, North Manor, Chipotle. What do you got, Alicia?
So on the north side, we've got Mattress Firm, Milk Plus Tea, a boba tea house.
We're here in Milk Tea in Manor, Texas.
Yeah, we're getting some yummy drinks. Marble Slab Creamery and Great American Cookies.
Ooh. Oh wow, there we go. We're gonna have to try that out.
Absolutely, Jersey Mike's. And then what about you on the south side? What do you got?
Chili, Chick-fil-A, 7 Brew.
Waffle House.
Places like Marble Slab Creamery, Mountain Mike's Pizza, Nothing Bundt Cakes, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and Longhorn Steakhouse are changing the dining scene completely.
We actually have been trying the milk tea recently, and it's got some yummy, definitely worth the stop drinks.
So we just went inside Milk Tea and we got ourselves a very yummy Oreo cookie and cream.
And what's cool is there's an actual lid, a little plastic thing to cover your straw. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I know, it's pretty cool.
And for the ladies, well, maybe for the men too.
Waxing the City is coming soon.
On the retail side, we have a new Sports Clips, Tomlinson's for your pets, and an upcoming UPS store, whoop whoop, with signage already up and ready to open.
I recently got a pedicure at the Top Notch Nail Bar, and they even served me a fruity, refreshing drink while I relaxed, which was a fantastic touch.
She didn't tell me. I would've went with her. I guess she just didn't want me to go with her.
Hey, I gotta have my own lady time, you know?
We're passing the Ulta Beauty and the Rack Room Shoes, so you can get your makeup and several nice pair of shoes in the same shopping run.
We got Burlington, TJ Maxx, Five Below, and for your workout enthusiasts,
we got Planet Fitness. And then for you who like to fix things around the house, we've got a Home Depot, which is fantastic. All right, ladies, if you want a nice bottle of wine, we've got Twin Liquors over here.
And gentlemen, you can also have wine, liquor, beer, whatever you want, whatever fits your desires.
And then for you gentlemen who want to maybe buy your lady some nice jewelry, we've got a new James Avery artisan jewelry.
What about ladies who need to buy their men jewelry? Don't forget about that.
Sure.
Now, a lot of buyers around town have been asking what is being built in all that dirt east of the HEB at Manor Crossing.
We went out there to find out exactly what was happening, and we've got the answer for you.
According to the developer's site plan, that massive construction zone is phase 3 of the Manor Commons build-out.
It includes multiple retail and restaurant pad sites, and a future multi-tenant building with dedicated drive-through capabilities.
Phase 2 is also expanding south of the intersection, adding to the already massive commercial footprint at the corner of Highway 290 and FM 973.
All right, so we are going behind HEB right now.
Right across the street is a new development. It's the 3rd phase of Manor Commons.
Right across the street from it is also phase 2 of Manor Commons. Be on the lookout for videos from us showing you the progress of both stage 2 and stage 3 of Manor Commons.
When you look at the full build-out plan, this intersection is going to be one of the most active commercial corridors in the entire Northeast Austin area. And they better fix those traffic lights.
You want to talk about traffic? We got a full video talking about traffic. Check it out if you're interested. And the traffic count already supports it. Over 63,000 cars per day travel on Highway 290 alone.
That's the kind of daily volume that attracts national brands, and that's exactly what we're seeing happen right now.
And just down the road at Las Entradas North development, the commercial growth story continues to expand.
Hey there, we're at the corner of Highway 290 and Tilgang Pass. There's been a ton of new development since we last did a Manor community tour.
St. David's Medical Center is built and running.
And then we also have a Breaks Plus that just opened up. And then Chewy's is under construction right now, and it's supposed to be finished here anytime.
Chewy's is a Tex-Mex restaurant.
And then right next to Chewy's, we have an Einstein Brothers Bagels. The sign just went up, so that's also going to be opening very soon here in Los Entradas Shopping Center.
And right next to it is a Bojangles.
Signage is already up for Einstein Brothers Bagels, and the brand new Chewy's next door is almost complete and ready for business.
Bojangles is also part of that 10-acre development, which has already leased about 37,000 of its 50,000 total square feet.
When a beloved Austin-born brand like Chewy's commits to a suburb, it signals that the rooftop count has crossed a threshold that makes the heavy investment worthwhile.
And that's exactly the kind of commercial validation that changes a neighborhood's trajectory permanently.
And it proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Manor is no longer just a bedroom community, it's a full-fledged destination.
If you're finding this breakdown helpful, hit the subscribe button.
We post new deep dives on Austin's fastest growing suburbs every single week.
Because as real estate agents, we need to know because things are moving fast. So if you're enjoying this look around Manor, be sure to follow us on Instagram. We share behind the scenes looks and quick market updates throughout the week.
You can also explore homes directly on our interactive website, and while you're there, join our newsletter for the latest update.
Now let's talk about the homes, because Manor has become the absolute hotspot for master plan communities in the Northeast Austin corridor.
First, let's clear something up because we get this question a lot. Lagos and Lagos Reserve are two completely different communities with different builders.
Lagos is a long-term master plan by Dwyer Realty along FM 973, totaling over 1,500 homes across multiple phases with commercial, multifamily, and extensive trail systems.
They're currently building Section 1, which is the southernmost phase. So if you've driven down FM 973 south of Highway 290, recently, that's the heavy activity you're seeing.
Lagos Reserve, on the other hand, is a separate community by Tri Point Homes and Ashton Woods, featuring floor plans from 1,800 to nearly 3,000 square feet, a resort-style pool, pickleball courts, and a fire pit amenity center.
Both are great options, but they serve entirely different buyers at different price points and stages of overall development.
Then there's Mustang Valley, where KB Home is offering energy-efficient designs starting under $300,000, which represents some of the most competitive pricing in the entire market right now. And we have a client building their home, and it's in the framing stages right now.
Over at Monarch Ranch, D.R. Horton is building with great amenities, including a pickleball court, and homes are aggressively priced starting from the mid-300s.
Now, the one we're really watching closely is New Haven, where DRB Homes just started building and has already finished their stunning model home. And behind the scenes, we were the first agents to ever shoot that model home, by the way.
Cheslar and Weston will also start building in New Haven soon, which means you'll have a fantastic variety of architectural styles and price points to choose from in a single master plan community.
And finally, keep an eye on Ochre Creek, a brand new community with 309 home sites on 50-foot lots located just 1 mile north of HEB.
It features over 8 acres of dedicated parkland, a future dog park, beautiful trails along Wahlberger Creek.
Lots are available for sale right now.
Ochre Creek is so new, they just finished the landscaping at the entrance sign, which means early buyers are getting in at the very beginning of the community story.
Getting in early on these phases is often the best way to secure the strongest possible equity position before prices inevitably rise. And stay tuned on our channel because we will be touring each one of these communities in future videos.
This is probably my favorite part of this whole video. Now we have to talk about something that just showed up in Manor and it's already generating massive buzz all over social media.
Mainly because we're blasting it all over social media. If you've driven through Manor Crossing lately, you've probably already seen it on the left side of the Ulta building.
Local art, I know, it's okay. Local Austin artist Mike Truth Johnston and his wife Erin just painted a brand new, incredibly vibrant mural on the wall right across from Tomlinson's.
And it's absolutely stunning when you see it in person.
It's a classic postcard style design that reads, "Greetings from Manor, Texas," and every single letter is filled with iconic local imagery.
You'll see the Texas flag, the old Manor water tower, the one that was in the movie Eating Gilbert Grape, a classic red pickup truck, a rooster, bright sunflowers, and of course the iconic Highway 290 sign.
The same artist who painted the beloved Greetings from Pflugerville mural that quickly became a cultural landmark in downtown Pflugerville.
They've also done commissioned work for major brands like Google, Tomlinson's, Alamo Drafthouse, and Austin FC.
The fact that Manor now has a mural of this caliber from artists with that kind of resume is a big deal for our city.
It signals that Manor isn't just a people pass through on their way to somewhere else. It's a true destination with its own unique identity and culture.
Can I say it now?
Yes.
We got a chance to talk to the artists while they were painting it, and we had a real cool story. We found out they actually watched our YouTube videos for reference material for that mural. I love public art. And for buyers who want to live somewhere with community character, rather than just a cookie cutter subdivision, this is exactly the kind of thing that matters. Support local art.
It shows that the city is actively investing in the kind of intentional placemaking that builds strong communities and long-term property value.
So when you see public art investments like this, it's a leading indicator that the demographic profile of the city is evolving.
It is a clear sign that Manor is ready to step out of Austin's shadow and claim its own spot on the map.
With all the new construction, you might be wondering what there is to do outside of the house on a weekend.
If you have dogs like us, and we know a lot of you do too, Manor's actively building out some fantastic green spaces to explore.
And if you're interested in dog parks around Austin, check out our video. East Metropolitan Park is a massive 273-acre Travis County park right here in Manor, featuring fishing piers, a pool, disc golf course, hiking trails, and plenty of open space to walk the pups.
For a more rugged vibe, the Woodlands Park Nature Trail is a dog-friendly 1-mile loop complete with trail markers and convenient poop station. It's a true hidden gem, and you may run into a cow.
Because it's actually pretty hidden. You also have Timmerman Park, Jenny Lane Park, with its covered playground and Veterans Memorial, and the Manor Art Park, which serves as a welcoming creative space to unwind and appreciate local art.
And after a long walk with the dogs, you'll definitely want to check out Manor's incredibly diverse food truck scene.
The area is packed with highly rated options. Take It Easy Kitchen, Cluck and Patty, Bamboo Express Chinese Food, and Tacos La Katrina are all local fan favorites with strong Google reviews.
And for dessert, you have to try a rainbow snow cone with a scoop of vanilla ice cream from Snowball Dude Shaved Ice. But we have to give a very special shout out to Tuwakful Bite.
We stopped Nate there, and their Mediterranean food, especially with their gyros and baklava, absolutely lived up to the glowing 5-star reviews.
The owners are amazing, the outdoor seating is great, and the vibe is exactly what Manor's food scene is becoming. Local, authentic, and completely worth going out of your way for.
The owners told us they had to go all the way to Austin to get good Greek food, so you know what? They decided to make a food truck because they were tired of going. It's an incredible story. They lived in Manor for 14 years.
And one really cool thing was that they bought a very large parcel of land, and their idea is to grow that area with multiple food trucks. So anybody who wants to bring a food truck business to Manor, we got space for you here.
It's these kind of small things, independent businesses, that give a suburb its soul and makes it feel like a real community. And they definitely made it feel like a community. Now, Alicia and I have talked about the massive upside, but we need to address the reality of living in a boomtown.
Because buying in Manor right now means you're essentially living in an active construction zone.
You will deal with road widening, utility work, and heavy dirt trucks for the next several years.
You're also buying into a heavily car-dependent lifestyle for the foreseeable future, and traffic lights that do not seem to be sequenced correctly.
No, they're not. While the 84-acre town center will eventually bring more walkability, right now you absolutely have to drive everywhere you want to go, just like if it was LA.
But here's the most critical detail that buyers overlook, and this is the hidden cost we teased at the very top of the video.
Property taxes in these new municipal utility districts, or MUDs, can be much higher than in established Austin neighborhoods.
And Mayor Harvey was very candid about why Manor over-relied on residential development for decades.
And gave away its sales tax revenue back in 1985, and the city leadership is now actively working to undo that.
His exact words were clear. Getting to a lower tax rate is the dream, and the higher tax rate is not because the city wants it that way.
A cheaper purchase price in Manor doesn't automatically guarantee a cheaper monthly payment if you don't calculate the full tax rate correctly before signing. And Manor has been known to have tax rates up to the 3% range.
And it's important to work with an agent who knows exactly those locations, because one side of the street can be completely different than the other side of the street.
In the same community.
In the same community. And because of that, we'll do future videos that deep dives the mud and PID taxes in the Northeast Austin suburbs, so keep an eye out for that.
We do talk about those in our community videos, so pay attention to that when you watch.
Understanding these tax structures is a difference between making a great investment and a stressful financial burden. So, what does this mean if you're looking to buy in Manor right now?
It means Manor is the ultimate strategic play
For buyers who prioritize long-term value,
over immediate walk-out-your-door convenience.
With median new construction prices sitting around $410,000, you're saving nearly $300,000 compared to a new home in Austin right now.
You get the big yard for your dogs, the dedicated office space, and a highly manageable 20 to 30 minute drive to downtown Austin.
You're essentially trading current amenities for future equity, which is the smartest move you can make in a growing market. That's one reason we decided to buy in Manor 3 years ago.
As Manor Crossing continues to draw more retail, the new phases of Manor Commons build out, and the 84-acre town center all come online, that affordability gap is going to close rapidly.
Yes, it will. And buyers who make the move now are the ones who will look back in 5 years and say they got into it at the exact right time.
Because by the time the dust settles and the construction is finished, those entry-level prices will be long gone.
When you look at the entire picture, the explosive growth, the 2050 vision, the retail boom, and the new communities, the verdict on Manor is clear.
This is no longer a sleeper suburb.
it is a primary target for buyers who want to maximize their purchasing power near Austin.
The window to get into these master plan communities in the 300,000s is actively closing as the commercial infrastructure catches up.
Once that 84-acre town center is fully operational and the hospital is open, the affordability gap will vanish entirely.
If you're a strategic buyer or a trendsetter, you don't wait for the city to finish building before you move in. You buy the dirt while the heavy machinery is still running.
That's how you build generational wealth in real estate. And Manor is offering one of the best opportunities in Texas to do exactly that.
We believe in home ownership. Whether you're ready to make a move in 10 days or 10 months, we'd like to help you find the right community in our hometown, Manor.
Keep in mind, having an agent on your side could save you thousands in negotiations with these builders, so reach out via call, text, or email.
We do this research and share these numbers every single week because we like you.
Make sure you subscribe because next week we're breaking down the brutal truth about property taxes in Travis versus Williamson counties. And the numbers will absolutely surprise you.
Or not. See you next time.
Follow